What's going on, guys? Welcome back to ClayScoins. I believe competence creates confidence, so I'm here to bring you some information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency and the stock market. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not an indication nor a suggestion to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency or stock talked about in this video or on this channel. Today, we're going to be looking at some different cryptocurrencies that are about to explode in price, in my opinion, and one cryptocurrency that has been doing crazy numbers as of recently in volume. I'm talking like 12 to 15 times the market cap traded in volume. So yeah, keep your eye out for that one. Before we do, guys, I got to do the YouTube stuff, and I need to thank you guys because, I had some stuff going on. We won't get into it, but the well wishes, the support, and one of the most common comments I get on this channel is just a thank you. And that means it's like, obviously, it's nothing crazy, it's nothing creative, it's nothing unique, but it almost is in a way, because I'm not, I ask you guys about, for the flexing emoji or put your favorite cryptocurrency down below. I ask for that kind of stuff, I don't ask to be thanked, and that's one thing that I would guess I didn't really expect, and that's really cool. So thank you guys. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys for the condolences, the well wishes, everything like that. But before we do, you know the drill. My goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. I'm not sure if we'll hit it. We're about to hit 2,000, so I really need you guys to kick it into gear and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you never miss an update, hit that join button if you want to be a true supporter. You know all that stuff, guys, but I'll give you a moment to hit that like button and subscribe button real quick. Dope. Thank you guys so much. Alright, the first cryptocurrency we're going to be looking at today is Anchor Protocol. Ticker symbol ANC. Anchor is a token on the Luna system. The Luna ecosystem, I've made a video about it before. Go check that out. I'll put a little card up in the corner if you haven't already. It's, in my opinion, the best ecosystem in cryptocurrency. It's my favorite. It's incredibly vast. It's absolutely ridiculous the amount that Terra Labs has going for it. And Anchor Protocol is one of many different creations of the Terra Labs Foundation that has just taken cryptocurrency by storm. And as you can see on coinmarketcap.com, it is ranked 100 in the world right now. So that's huge, and it was not close to the top 100 not too long ago, but it's been running up. And as you can see on the 1 month lows and highs, we're sitting not too far, only 20 cents above that low for the month, and the high is 344. So the potential, risk versus reward there it's pretty huge. And with $15.8 billion in total value locked, when your market cap fully diluted is 2.1, but you're currently dealing with 728 million, that's a very, very bullish indicator. 339 million for the circulating supply, 1 billion for the max supply. So you can keep those numbers in mind, make your own decisions, obviously, do your own research. This is not financial advice, but this looks like a cryptocurrency that is going to pop very soon, and it's part of an excellent ecosystem, so you don't have to worry about, is it a one and done, is it a flash in the pan, different things like that. It's not going to be a one-hit wonder, I don't believe. It's, as long as Terra is doing numbers, and as you can see, as of recently, it's made its way into the top 10 and kind of solidified itself there. So, Anchor getting into the top 100, it's just following suit. Next up, we have Alchemy Pay, ticker symbol ACH, and Alchemy Pay, this guy's not financial advice, but ClayScoins is really looking at the price that it's at currently. Personally, I like it more towards that 3 cent even, but 3.4, and with your low for the month, your low is 3.298, as you can see right here. So at 3.414, it's not really going to get too much lower if we're going off of a monthly basis. However, if you can get it for closer to that 3 mark, your potential for profit is way higher. But as you can see, we can easily push up to that 5 cent mark, and I'll show you guys that here on the chart in just a second. But 21% of the total market cap was traded in the last 24 hours. That's a pretty huge number. Obviously, 31.6 million doesn't seem like a crazy amount on paper, but when the entire market cap's only 148 million, that's a great, it's 21.5% of that whole market cap, so it's nothing to shy away at. Looking at Alchemy Pay a little closer here, we're just going to put a horizontal line right down here. Oh, I guess I jumped the gun on that one. We're going to go ahead and put it right here. Obviously, that was more of a false breakout. We'll see how low it can go, though. No limbo. But we're we are descending, and this chart does look rather bearish. However, as you can see, it's looking like, actually, yeah, we can go ahead and lower this, because it looks to me like this support line at the 3-2 mark held pretty well right here and right here. So we'll see. It might get tested here pretty soon, but it's looking like it might not, because if I pull up a little trend line right here, we broke that with some incredible volume, and we're starting to pump up with some volume again here. So we've crossed on the 4-hour. We're starting to converge on the MACD. I'm not sure if you can see that, if my face cam is in the way or not, but we're not really, looking at the RSI, we're rather oversold. We're under that middle mark, so the indicators are starting to become bullish for Alchemy Pay. And if we can repeat something like this right here, this upward movement that we saw, that was nice. That was a nice little healthy period of growth, and if we can do that, we can have a little trend line up, come closer, maybe a big pop in volume right there, and we can test out the this long term. To keep in mind, that descending trend line has been there for months now, so always take predictions with a grain of salt. When in doubt, zoom out, because you can see how insignificant this trend line looks in comparison to this broader scale of Alchemy Pay's price action. Next crypto we're talking about, the decentralized exchange token Loopring, ticker symbol LRC. It's one that I've talked about before, and it's one that I'll probably end up talking about again. It's one of my favorites, but the price action does not always act like one of my favorites. But fundamentally, what their project does, and then the partnerships and collaborations they're able to continuously line up, it's an excellent project. It has a great circulating supply. 97% of the total supply is already in circulation, so 96 cents right now is the thing. That is an excellent price. We're looking at a steal, realistically. When you talk about, even if you're looking at the worst case scenario and this falls to the 1-year low, you're looking at a 17.5 cent worst case scenario. This is below the basement. This is below the first level of ground. This is like bedrock. Shout out to Bedrock Finance. The high on this, $3.83. Loopring still has the partnership with GameStop. They're going to be working on making that NFT marketplace with the next cryptocurrency on our list, actually. And in my opinion, Loopring will do numbers. And as you can see, in the last 24 hours, it's up 71% in the volume. 24% of the market cap has been traded in the last 24 hours. Total value locked isn't as much, with 332 million. Anchor Protocol, as you saw, had like 15.8 billion. So, but it is different. Anchor Protocol is quite specifically handling the market making DeFi niche. Loopring is a lot more of a jack of all trades in the decentralized exchange type field. Next up is the other altcoin that is partnering with GameStop, with Loopring, Ethereum. If you haven't checked out my partnership video, I'll put a card up in the corner for that one if I remember. Sometimes I say this stuff and then I forget about it. But Immutable X, ticker symbol IMX. If you recognize them, it's because number one, they're one of the best cryptocurrencies for NFTs out there. They're one of my favorite NFT cryptocurrencies for NFTs, gaming. It's the main engine behind the Gods Unchained game. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. Go check it out. But Immutable X is a great cryptocurrency. They're going to be, like I said, working with GameStop on the NFT marketplace. That's been known for quite some time, and this was another one that 30% of the entire market cap has been traded in the last 24 hours. That's a 24.2% increase. You're talking about a 2 billion max supply, so currently sitting at a price of $2. It's not out of the realm of possibility to see this thing close to 10x with the amount of real world utility it has in the NFT sense. You guys know as well as I do how big NFTs have been over the last 18 to 24 months. It's been massive. It's made a lot of people a lot of money, and whenever you have something with that opportunity, people are going to flock to it. And we'll go ahead and look at the chart, because when you look at it, the 1 month low of 161 and the 1 month high of 282, as you can see cleanly here, that's a good risk to reward. But we'll look at the chart and I'll show you. All right, so looking at the 4-hour candles, that's the time frame we're using for the charts today, just so we can have a longer, a broader scale, a broader stroke with the brush, if you will. However, we're still not as broad as the daily candles. We're not looking at such a huge amount of time. We can see a little bit more price action with the 4-hour candles. And what we're going to do here, these are actually some lines I must have put up in one of my earlier videos or just when I was messing around. But we have just about this as you can see with that fib level. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this entirely, and we're going to go ahead and put this right here because this is clearly the bottom. This is our bottom. If we zoom out as we are here, we can go and see that immutable X over the past couple months has been downward, but it showed some health, and we're realistically trading in this channel right here. It appears, in my opinion, this is one of the most bullish charts in this video, if not the most. For this reason, we have officially, as we did before, broken this long-term downwards trend right here. We then, I'll zoom in, right here, about right here, like I just showed you, is where we broke that long-term trend. Right here is when we fell back down, regained some health, gap filled down, and reverted to find a little bottom. Now we have found a new support, which is just about right here, and look at this, run right up. I mean, this is awesome. You can see this big red candle right here. Obviously, when you have this many candles, green candles in a row, you're gonna have a pretty big red one to kind of balance it out. If not, there's something weird about that. However, this is incredibly bullish in my opinion. It's crossed over quite severely on the 4-hour MACD. The RSI came back down. This is why you need these things, because when something is that overbought and the volume is that incredibly over bullish, you can either have a huge drop off like this or a nice little healthy one and a correction. So we're looking at some pretty bullish indicators, as bullish as you can get when it comes to cryptocurrency, technical analysis, you never know. But when you look at this downward trend right here, this little time frame that we saw, and if you take that and reverse it, this is just about a 21% decrease, and this right here is just about a right here, about a 29% to 30% increase. So, these run-ups that Immutable X does are not anything out of the ordinary. But when you have big partnership news, that's going to be a big catalyst. It's going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. We could be seeing a huge run-up now that this gap has been filled, and we've kind of regained some strength. We hugged around that line for a little bit, fell underneath, tested it again. Now I believe we're going to test it and take a nice run up too. Let's zoom out and find an appropriate level for an estimation, and I would say it's probably about right here, about the 227 mark. If we can push through that 227, I can absolutely envision us with momentum pushing up to that 250 and then higher. Who knows how high it can go? Immutable X, in my opinion, is one of the best, like I said, if not the best NFT cryptocurrencies. It's hard because, you have Engine, you have apecoin, you have different cryptos like that, but I'll leave that up to you guys. Let me know what your favorite NFT cryptocurrency is down below. And now, at the time of this recording, 12 times the market cap of jasmycoin has been traded in the last 24 hours. I've seen that number right here, upwards of 15, closer to 16 today. That is crazy. Let me know in the comment section down below. I know they had like a jasmycoin buying and selling trading incentive type thing, like a $30,000 car or something they were doing. I'm not sure. I know they have the regulations that have been lifted. I know that jasmycoin as a whole, the Jasmy organization, is a great Internet of Things cryptocurrency and project. So there's a bunch of different reasons. However, one thing you should keep in mind whenever you're looking at a coin like this, even with this much momentum, $1.4 billion being traded in the last 24 hours. That's crazy. When your market cap is 117 million, it's only up 13.27%. One of those reasons, you're going to have a lot of buying and a lot of selling pressure with the pumps and the dumps, and then you're going to have what's called a bunch of friggin' tokens in your max supply and currently circulating. 4.75 billion for the total, or for the current circulation, and 50 billion for the max supply. Obviously, that doesn't necessarily mean that all of those will be in circulation, but that means that the circulating supply can increase a tremendous amount before it is completely capped out and you see something similar to like Loopring, where almost everything circulating is out of the total supply. Something like that. Looking at Jasmy, however, we still have some lines up from our last video, and you can see we're starting to set these new lows. Same thing with IMX. We're looking pretty nice here with these newer supports. You could even argue that that support line is right here, but we'll bump it up just because we had these two confirmations right here for Jasmy, and we'll go ahead and change these colors a little bit just so it's more aesthetically pleasing and we can kind of keep track of what we're looking at here instead of just a bunch of random colors just thrown all about. That's not a very orange. I don't know why that one's always there. I always do that and I end up always saying how un-orange that orange is. Alright, so as of right now, it's appearing that this is a good sign. Jasmy has crossed over. Crypto Degen actually said that. I'll shout him out in the comments on the last video. He mentioned that. You're going to have to join the channel if you want some more shoutouts, buddy. I'm just kidding. It crossed on the MACD. It crossed on the daily. We're on the 4-hour right now. The RSI is definitely overbought. The last time we saw it this overbought, we saw decent correction, and you could argue this entire event has been a correction, this downward momentum here. However, this was a positive downward momentum. As as oxymoronic as that sounds, it's actually rather true because we did establish a higher support right here. This is indicative of a higher low, which is, as you know, ding ding ding, a bullish indicator. So once again, Jasmy has an incredible amount of volume, should have a bunch of price action, doesn't really have price action that makes sense. It's nothing new when it comes to jasmycoin. This is kind of something that it just does. If you're a jasmycoin holder, let me know in the comment section down below because you'll understand it. Loopring, I've talked about that. That has like 97 out of 100% of the circulating supply, and it has a lot of random volume and price action too. So I don't know if it's something from over there or what it is. However, with jasmycoin, if we're able to push up to this yellow support line right here of about 3 cents, we can absolutely head up to the 4-cent, 4.5-cent mark right here, and then the sky's the limit for Jasmy. When you're talking about the next resistance, you're talking about the 6-cent mark, and after that, we're really looking at a moonshot 10, 20, 50x potential coin here, and with billions in volume, when your market cap is in the hundreds of millions, we could really be witnessing a huge pump from Jasmy here soon, similar to this one, or so let's say even if it was similar to this one, let's just draw this. I know this is nothing spectacular, but we'll call this the ClayScoins indicator, which is terribly tracing chart patterns that will not repeat themselves and then assuming that they will. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So we can put this right here. I know I extended it a little bit, so we'll have it fit there. And as you can see, we're looking like about 5.5 cents. So there you go. A bunch of YouTubers would probably run and tell you that this meant right here, what you're witnessing, that Shiba Inu is going to $1. So that means buy. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be realistic with you guys. Do not run out and buy any cryptocurrency that I talk about ever. That's why I always start the video with my little spiel, and then this is not financial advice before I even say what we're going to be talking about, because I want you to know, first things first, I don't want you to use this as financial advice, because if you go out and buy any coin that is in this video and lose a bunch of money, I will not feel bad for you, because I've warned you so many times. If you go out and, make a bunch of money, that's awesome. But, you know, it's not, I don't take any credit for that. All I take credit for is being able to record some information down and give it to you guys. That's all I'm doing, you know. That's all I'm trying to do is give you the information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency so you can do your own research and then, you know, take advantage of different indicators when you see fit. Alright guys, that's going to be everything for today's video. Let me know which cryptocurrency altcoin you think is going to go up the most in the next 7 to 30 days out of the ones we reviewed in today's video and looked at. We looked at some different price patterns, some different chart indicators you can look at, some levels of resistance, support, you know, different things like that. I want you guys to stay hydrated, stay happy, stay healthy, and look yourselves in the mirror and tell yourself you're doing a good job, because if you subscribed, you liked the video, you're doing a great job, guys. Thank you so much.